Welcome to the brand new school year 2022-23. We are excited. Just want to share some information messages that will be helpful for you to know, especially if you were not able to attend our parent orientation on Wednesday. So let's start. First of all, we were introducing our leaders to the parents, and most of you know them already, but some of you are new and you may not know them by name. We have on our leadership team, Dr. Woodard, the founder and executive director. We have Assistant Director Sandeep Agarwal, principals, Pratibha Rani, K8, K5 principal, elementary principal. We have Glenn Reeves, middle and high school principal. And just by the way, we have added Marcus Spell as assistant principal in the elementary program. Many of you know him. We have the Dean of Student Services, Kim Hines. She's been here more than 20 years. Dean of Arts, Deanna Torres. She's been here more than 20 years. Our new EC coordinator is Sheila Farmer. She's been with us multiple years, and you will be happy to have her partnering with you in serving the special needs of your students. Our ESL coordinator, Camilo Cruz, has been with us 5 years, and he's doing an excellent job. Our cafeteria manager, Nicole Guzman, has been with us 8 years, and she is still excited about serving meals and getting new menus together. Our board members, you may not know them as readily. Our chairman is Reverend Maurice Barnes. Our treasurer is Maurice Coble. Our secretary is Annie Morris. And other members include Bobby Ferris, attorney, Bob Worthington, general contractor, Jerry Dew, retired nurse, and Catherine Andrews, attorney. Okay. What you need to know: masks are optional but encouraged this year. Now, also know that our board meets every month to review the policy because conditions do change in our community and in the nation so far as the spread of the pandemic. So while we are making masking optional now, we keep an eye on what's the transmission rate in Wilson County. And actually right now it's pretty high. And we look at the cases, active cases that we have at school. So this is not a firm all year long policy. And we need you to help us make sure we can keep it optional by making sure you follow our COVID procedures and policy. We've asked you to get your students COVID tested before school opens on Monday, and that you may use a home rapid test to do that. Once you get your results, send them in to nurses@sallyb.net. As I said, our COVID policies and procedures are the same for now, other than masking is optional. And you can find our policies and procedures on our website. I will get to that next. I want you to know that we are wanting to make sure that you have access to our parent handbook, which is on our website. And more importantly, listen to this. Our parents were very unhappy last year with the response to their communications, whether by Remind or email. So we have a solid, firm policy this year that says when you use Remind or email to contact teachers, staff, leaders, you will get a response in 24 hours. You will get a reply within 24 hours. That is a promise that you can hold us to. You know, parents need to hold staff and our school accountable. So this is a good way, but this is how we've addressed that concern. Now, when they reply they reply in 24 hours, parents, it doesn't mean we're going to give you an answer. It just means we will acknowledge that we received your communication and perhaps let you know when we'll get back to you with the firm answer. If all else fails and you're still not happy with the level of communication you're receiving from the school, you may use parents@sallyb.net, that email address, and communicate your concerns there. Septosa Foster is manning and monitoring that email 24/7, almost literally 24/7, but give her a break. If you send an email at 12 o'clock at night, you're not going to get an answer at 12:01. But you can still use parents@sallyb.net email to make any concerns known. And after you have attempted to get your questions and your concerns answered by teachers and the school staff. Finally, there is also an issue bin on the website. On the homepage, you can click that and make your concerns and suggestions and celebrations known. Everything is not a problem. And if you just want to send kudos or congratulations, you can use the issue bin for that too. The issue bin is anonymous, but you can you can identify yourself if you like. But if you're worried about that, you can use the issue bin and provide your information anonymously. All right, now we're saying a lot about we have something very good for parents on our homepage on the website. Website address is Sally B. Howard School, all spelled out, .com. And when you go there, what you see on the screen will be the page that comes up. This is the home page. We have something highlighted in yellow on the screen that you're looking at, and it's called Parent Portal. Very excited about this. This is new. Nothing is hidden. We are very transparent. You go to that Parent Portal and you will access immediately many things that you might want to know about, even on a daily basis. For example, you will find the calendar there. I think I want to go to that next slide, just because it says all of this information is available in Spanish as well. You'll find the school calendar, so you get to know when school is out, when we have a holiday, when there's a teacher work day, a half a day, early release. That calendar is very important for all of us, not just parents. You will also find the menus for breakfasts and lunches, and sometimes we need to know that too. So that's on certain days, you probably will, well, we do the same thing. We will bring our own lunch, or you will send your lunch, because you know this is not an item or a meal that your child is probably going to eat. That's not their favorite thing. You will find COVID information, clicking in the Parent Portal, just a whole list. You see that list in front of you. It's kind of small, but there are many, many things. You find the parent handbook there. That's very essential. You find enrollment information, meetings and announcements, and so many things. You will get attached to checking the Parent Portal often for updated information. Okay, let's go to the next slide. What you need to know. Many of you know that we had some promotion and retention changes this school year, and they were a bit of a surprise to you because we hadn't given you like a year's warning about that. But it is it's a good formula to use. It's really notching up our standards for promotion and retention. So there's a couple of options that if a student is retained and it was because they are deficient in one content area, we can put them on a contract basis and give them the first 9 weeks to get some remediation, get some help, and allow them to earn a promotion, a straight out promotion at the end of the first quarter. We did this last year. We found many students took advantage of that. And at the end of the first quarter, they were promoted to the next grade and did quite well. So that's a new option for students who don't quite meet all of the criteria for promotion. And in just one area, they were deficient. So we have a duty to remediate that. This is not a situation where, okay, just go on the next grade and see if you can do better. No, when the student is on a contract basis, is retained because of a major deficiency and they have 1 quarter to fix it, we will provide the intervention. We will provide the tutoring. We will provide the remediation to push and make sure if they work it, that they will be able to go to their right grade or the next grade by the end of the first quarter. We take our duty to remediate those deficiencies, those academic deficiencies very seriously. We will provide, and this is feedback from the parents, we will begin remediation at the very beginning of the school year, not waiting to fourth quarter when it's time to take tests. Those opportunities to remediate will look like in-school interventions, which we do anyway, but we're adding corrective reading, corrective math to fill in those foundational gaps. We can provide beginning in the second quarter, we will be able to do after school tutoring, before school tutoring, Saturday school tutoring and intervention. So we're upping that very strongly because it is our duty to, if we see a kid that is struggling in a certain area and failing in that same content area, it's our job to remediate that, to remedy that by giving them the extra that they need to overcome those deficiencies. So we're excited about that. We think that's the right thing to do, and it will be a big, big benefit to our students. Uniform changes, of course, everybody wants to know about that. And I know the children will be delighted to know that the hair color requirements that we implemented last year have been lifted. So students can wear, reasonable hair color, hairstyles and hair colors without any threat or any fear that they will be sent to detention for that. So there are no hair color requirements. I personally say if somebody comes in there with a chartreuse green hair color, something really way out, I'm going to have to say something, but they're not going to be. And I probably will call you and say, hey, can we do something about that? But actually, the hair color requirements have been lifted. So don't listen to what I just said. If you feel like you want some silver and chartreuse green hair in your child's color and your child's hair, well, we have said that's entirely up to you. Also, one other good thing too, official school outerwear like the sports jackets, the ones that are issued by the school. The teams have their own jackets, even teams have their hoodies. They have their special, the dancers have their own, that kind of thing. Well, they are allowed, students are allowed to wear official school outerwear. That is okay. So that's a good thing because they have it and they want to use it. So we're okay with that. Of course, there are consequences for uniform non-compliance. I'm talking about from kindergarten through 12th grade. And they're typically warnings, no, can't do that. When they come without a belt, we'll put a yarn, a tie around there, that kind of thing. But look, that we're a uniform school when you signed up. And it's not really, there is no integrity in knowing that and then not applying that, meaning not fulfilling that requirement. So if wearing uniforms is anathema to you, it's just really, you can't live with that, you're in the wrong school because we are going to require that and we're going to enforce it. Okay, and when we didn't have many dress outs last year, especially for the K-8 kids, but so send them to school with their uniforms. And when there's a dress out, we will announce it. You will know ahead of time. You can't listen to the kids all the time. Oh, they dressed out the other day, we can go now. No, wait till you get an official response. All right, let's talk about Driveline. You're going to keep the tags in the same number you had last year if you are a returning parent. And any additional students that have enrolled with you, with your family this year, they use the same driveline number. Secondly, new parents who are brand new and don't have a driveline tag, come to the front office and you will pick up 2 tags from the front office for your cars. If anyone needs extra tags or replacement tags, that will cost $3. You can purchase that in the front office as well. And our final topic is Title I. Title I is a federal program, and we receive some monies for that. Not millions, but money to help us remediate struggling students' deficiencies in certain academic areas. We use that money to add tutors, instructional assistants, and additional staff to help remediate those deficiencies and get those students up to grade level. Who are students that would benefit from that? That would be students whose scores on CFA exams, quizzes, classroom homework assignments, EOQs, EOGs, all of that are below grade level, below proficiency, and they need the extra. So we believe that Title I helps us and benefits academically our students. So if you have any suggestions, you want to know more about it, you have suggestions on how you even think we should use the Title I monies, feel free to contact us. Let us know on Remind and email and parents@salib.net. That's it. And we thank you so much for your support, for your trust, and for your involvement with your students' education at Sallie B. Howard School. Thank you.